What actor/actress instantly ruins a movie for you? My sister in Fake Taxi. Every time I read Fake Taxi my brain goes to Cash Cab. I would be down for a crossover episode. Danny DeVito. Ugh, I just have to leave the movie theater, I get so turned on. Then you got home and started blasting. Cardi B on the new upcoming Fast and Furious movie. Yikes. Amy Schumer, but thank God she's not in much. Straight to DVD now. Thank goodness. Beyonce. Hollywood is determined to make her a leading lady, but her acting is just awful. Casting her as Nala was a mistake. Maybe as Simba's mom, but not his love interest. I couldn't get past it. The entire cast of that movie was nothing more than a game of how many big names can we get instead of focusing on quality. Just any super celebrities in animated movies. It just seems like a cash grab using those names. Lena Dunham. I cannot stand anything about her, from that stupid pinched face to her insufferable attitude to the pitch of her voice. Honestly, if she could just not be in anything again, ever, that'd be nice. A friend of hers accused another friend of hers of sexual assault and Lena Dunham straight up lead to defend him. She then admitted it and apologized, but F off. Don't build your entire brand around being a feminist and then pull this shit. John Travolta post 2000. As soon as I see him, I know I'm in for a mediocre performance at best. Johnny Depp used to be interesting, but now it's a lot of the same. I still have no idea why he was cast in Black Mass. He looked nothing like Witty, and he didn't embody Witty's real spirit. Tom Cruise, because he's a dead-eyed Scientologist who supports torture. Edit. Oh dang old, I feel I must say that. If you're in a cult, call your dad then. SSDGM. Who has a tooth in the middle of his face. I can't unsee that. I cannot stand Mark Wahlberg's stupid eyebrows and face, and I honestly don't even understand why. Rebel Wilson. Her entire shtick is putting on tight clothes and falling over. She was funny as a side character in Bridesmaids, then continued to be that character in every single movie and commercial she's in. It's not funny anymore. You're just being obnoxious and making fun of the fact you're overweight. Katherine Heigl. I just don't think she is a good actress. I literally had to stop watching Suits because she is such a disaster of an actress. Her indignant is the same as basically everything else. Just no. Remember when she left Grey's Anatomy because she was too big of a star, then was doing commercials for kitty litter? Kevin Hart. Can't stand his movies. He was great in the new Jumanji, but the character structure of that film helped a lot. The cast in that movie had some awesome moments, but the best part was watching Jack Black play a teenage girl. How has Jennifer Lopez not been mentioned yet? I swear, I start falling asleep whenever she appears on screen. For me, JLo isn't one where I'd actively turn off the TV if I saw her come on screen, but if I saw her name in something I wouldn't put it on. Versus like Lena Dunham, where I would actively throw my TV out a window if I couldn't get it to turn off with her on the screen. Rob Schneider. To top it off, he's also an anti-vaxxer. I heard he hires migrant workers to choke him in the shower. Adam Sandler. I can't stand him, I'm sorry. As for an actor, Sandler leaves me cold, but apparently on set he treats everyone with equal respect, director down to gaffer's assistant. He also uses the same crew over and over. Maybe not a great actor, but apparently a great guy. Jennifer Lawrence. I'm sure she's a fun actress, but I just can't stand the half constipated look she always has on her face. With good actors we say I was able to forget that actor was in the movie because they portrayed a character so convincingly. With Jennifer Lawrence I'm painfully aware it's her in every shot. Will Ferrell. I just don't get it. I've tried a few times to see what the hype is, and I just can't get into his comedy movies. Stranger Than Fiction was able to transcend this somehow. Seth Rogen. We get it. You like weed. Aha hoo hoo hoo.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
I'm just
Shailene Woodley. I was in middle school when Secret Life of the American Teenager came out, and her character, the lead, was so whinny and unlikable that it's ruined everything she's done since. Salman Khan. Edit. Just to clarify, I meant the Bollywood actor, not the Khan Academy messiah. And I know there's a lot of people who love Salman Khan, and he's a respectable actor. But over the years, his stereotype and fan base have made me averse to the type of films he's always cast in. Will Smith. He plays himself and ruins my suspension of disbelief. I don't see his character, I see Will Smith. Nicolas Cage. I've just associated his face with memes so much that any and every move he is in feels like a parody of an actual movie to me. I'm sure he's a great actor and all, but I just can't take him seriously after he has been memed to death. Michelle Rodriguez. I hate her. I'm a badass persona in everything. Michelle Rodriguez probably could/would have been a great actor, except she was typecast as the bad bitch and only got those roles. She doesn't ruin, but I audibly groan whenever she shows up. Gwyneth Paltrow. Is it the goop? It's the goop, isn't it? Edit. What's goop? Gwynnie is the definition of born on third base. Thinks she hit a triple. When you're rich, it's more socially acceptable to be all out crazy. Bella Thorne. She's pretty good as Scream when she dies in the first 5 minutes. Edit. I can't believe my highest upvoted anything is about Bella Thorne. Edit 2. My first award on a post about Bella effing Thorne. Thank you so effing much. Jared Leto. What about in Fight Club when he gets his face bashed in? He was too effing blonde. Watching Kevin Spacey feels awkward now. Damn it, he made House of Cards so good. He made a lot of movies so good. He's an incredible actor. Sucks he's a perv. John Wilkes Booth. I just can't get past what he did. He did some pretty mind-blowing work. Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne did a pretty good job in the first 5 minutes of Valerian. I watched that movie and the whole time was thinking how cool it would have been with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Whoa, let's not go overboard. Angelina Jolie fish. Or Will Smith fish. I was amused that this picture was 100% what I wanted, and then some. My wife and I have a name for this, a stop actor. An actor that is so bad, you stop watching, no matter what the film is. Oh look, it's The Godfather Part 4. Yeah, but Steven Seagal's in it. Ah. Never mind. The opposite is a go actor, who is so watchable you'll watch anything they're in. Danny DeVito, Joan Cusack, Jess Plemons, Lenny James, etc. James Corden. Reen Zellweger. Get them off my TV. Edit. Seems I'm not the only anti-Corden guy. I just scrolled through this and noticed I hadn't seen Cara Delevingne yet. I'm not sure if she even counts as an actress given how she's awful in everything I've seen her in. She's an example of someone having enough connections in Hollywood to bypass any need for talent. She was okay in that Amazon series, but Valerian was awful. Suicide Squad was awful. Dane Cook. Not really much of an issue these days. Yay, he's sort of fallen off the radar. The Rock. He may be a good actor, but whenever I see him in a movie it just feels like he plays himself. Maybe it's the writer's fault though for not writing good characters for him. I like The Rock as a motivational person. I think he's a genuinely good dude. I think his range is shoehorned based on directors like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They are mostly cheesy action movies, but I still find myself enjoying them. The problem with The Rock is that in all his movies he plays this unkillable superhuman who takes like reduced damage from all forms of attacks. Like if they would just let him act like he's a regular person who is just as vulnerable as everyone else, I think it would help at least. Yes, I get it. There are some movies where this isn't the case, thank you for reminding me. But for the most part The Rock plays The Rock. Elizabeth Moss. The hypocrisy of her starring in The Handmaid's Tale and also being a practicing Scientologist is too much for me. Also, she looks just like an ex-girlfriend who dumped me. Cameron Diaz. The proportions of her face and her exaggerated expressions freak me out. Also, she's just bad. Charlotte Gainsbourg. Scarlett Johansson. I'm just over her. I used to think Leonardo DiCaprio was a walking anachronism, but he grew on me as he grew up. Shutter Island, Inception, etc. Cameron Diaz almost ruined Gangs of New York for me. A movie that starred DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis had Cameron effing Diaz as the female lead. I really don't know what the F Scorsese was thinking with that one. Andie MacDowell. She has the emotive range of a potato. Recently rewatched For Weddings and a Funeral, and you are not kidding. Jesse Eisenberg. The only movie he didn't ruin was Zombieland in my opinion. John Cena. He doesn't necessarily ruin the movie, it's just every movie with him in isn't good in any way, bar the Fred movies. So anytime I see him come on screen I instantly know that I'm going to get bored quick. Edit. Other honorable mentions include Dad at Home, Blockers, Scooby-Doo and Sisters. Jaden Smith. No explanation needed.